Which one do you think is harder? Surviving with no base, destroying the entire map so that there are no trees, or surviving 99 nights with no sack? Let me know which one you think is harder down in the comments, and let's get into it. Today, I'm gonna be surviving 99 nights in the forest with no base. Now, usually, I'm the guy who makes the very huge bases, but today we're doing the opposite because I'm gonna have to survive 99 nights, but I can't use my fire for protection. Obviously, I do need to level up my fire to get the kids and even need to get a bunch more materials to get the beds, but every night I am not allowed in my base. I have to be outside, out and about, and basically fight for my life. So let's go ahead and get started with getting our fire up to level 3. Try to get the first kid as soon as possible, and we're gonna see just how hard this is, because if I die, I'm not gonna revive myself. If I die and I have to restart. So I have to be very, very careful. We already got fire level 2. All right, this should be enough to get me to fire level 3 and also get me the map. Now, I do want to get the sundial as soon as possible because I can't exactly tell what time of day it is. But for now, I'm just going to stay outside the base because I do feel like it might turn nighttime pretty soon. So we're just going to drop our wood outside the base. Our saplings already outside the base. And we're just going to collect as much stuff as we can through the night because day 1 should be decently easy. There are animals, but then again, the deer won't kill me. He'll spawn by my base and stare at my base, but we won't be in it tonight. And like always, there is a basketball court. So as soon as I drop off this coal, I'm going to show you guys what it's like to be the best basketball player in the game. Steph Curry actually learned from me by watching my Roblox videos. He just used the time travel machine to do it. And right here, backwards jump shot. Boom. There we go. Pretty much right in the hoop. You saw that, right? I'm pretty sure you saw that. Even it's coming back. It wants to be scored a second time. There we go. Actually, wait. Hold on. Is that? I think I just missed. I think that's the first shot I've ever missed in my entire career. I'll be right back, guys. I have to go apologize to Steph Curry. Got the old flashlight and some kunai. That'll be useful. We also got a church really close to the base. I'll get a med kit. And there's 2 bandages and another med kit back there. Don't mind if I do. That'll actually help me to survive this challenge because if I die, I die. So the bandages and med kits will come in clutch. I will be using them as much as possible. There have been times where I wanted to save my bandages or med kit just to die. So I'm going to try to be smarter with this run. We also got a chest right here. This is actually known as the spear chest because I said so. And oh, would you look at that? This actually is a spear. It's just a ranged spear with 6 spear bullets, if you didn't know. All right, it's turning daytime. We have the katana, so I can actually get the first kid tonight or today. And we're already going to be doing pretty good. We got the wolf pelt already. That's good. Excuse me, sir. Please hop in the sack. I am very polite. I am a very good parent to my children. And we got the good sack. See, I had an apartment sack, but now we have a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom sack with 15 slots going on the market for $750,000, and I already have a cash buyer. But let me get the bunny foot. There we go. Now that'll get us the good axe, and then this should get us the spear. There we go. All right, we're sitting already pretty good. Actually, you know, I just realized we don't even need the spear. I have the katana. I also have a ton of food from killing bunnies and a wolf. So far everything's going pretty smoothly. It'd probably go a lot harder later on. I didn't even have the deer spawn on me because the deer won't try to kill you on the first day. But let's try to keep this streak going. I want to go get some fuel. I want to get some scrap, get some good things going, and basically ask Deer Blocks if he will be very kind to me this evening. I also do need the sundial. I do want to use that. We also found the stronghold over here, top right of the map. Probably won't need to use it, but we'll see. Okay, night is approaching, so I'm just gonna drop my stuff outside of the camp. I don't want to head in there and then it just switch night on me. So we'll put everything right here, and today is the first day that the deer can actually spawn. So I'm just gonna be looting and hopefully we'll be fine. And they already spawned on me. So I have to loot because I do want to be fast with this challenge, and Deer Blocks is very slow on the first few days. So we'll just shine the light at him if he gets too close. We also got 2 fuel canisters right next to each other. That is what we'll need to get fire level 4. I'm gonna go charge my flashlight with the fireflies. Okay, good. He's stuck on the door or on the tree, and he should have despawned by now. So we're good now. Just get some more loot. We're already good enough to get fire level 4, but I can't head back into the base just yet. All right, we have 4 fuel canisters now. We're sitting pretty on fuel. Heading back to the base because it's morning. And then I think we should just get the sundial. Just get that out of the way so I know what time it is. Usually I have my Apple Watch that cost me $3,000, and I actually did a buy in 4, but now I'm in $3 trillion of consumer debt. But with this, we should be fine. It only costs 5 scrap, and I think that's the equivalent to about $5 US. Don't ask me how I know that though. Okay, crafted bench 2, sundial, regular bed, and compass. So now we can tell what time of day it is, and we can be a little bit closer to the edge with how long we stay on our base, but not too close, because sometimes it is a little off. But now, actually, let me go get the second kid. We want to get these multipliers going fast. I don't know if I'll be able to bring her back to the base base in time, but we could try. Wait, what in the... Oh, dude. Okay, we got some bad luck. I can kill the wolves, so that'll, I guess, save us a little bit of time when we come back. But the second kid is in the wall. I don't like how that happens. I think it's actually happened more frequently than normal. Maybe they changed it. I'm not sure, but we'll just take this food for right now. As well as the alpha wolf pelt. That should help us to get the giant sack, which will be pretty helpful, especially looting at night. If we're going to loot at day and night, we're going to need a lot of space for our items. But for right now, everything is on easy mode. What you're seeing right now, this is the easiest part of the challenge. It'll only get harder as the days go by, especially on the days when the deer is going to be hungry. All right, night's approaching. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some wood and then leave it by the base for the old bed. Now, one thing that's important to know for this challenge is that the closer you are to the base, or at least from my experience, the less likely the deer is to spawn. So because I'm just getting some wood right now, the deer hasn't spawned yet. That or I'm getting very lucky. All right, next day. I think we actually might be able to get the old bed and the good bed. Yeah, okay, get the crafting bench 3, then the old bed. Now we just need 5 more wood for the good bed, which we can actually get right here. And there we go. Okay, so that's going to bring up our multiplier a lot, which means 2 things. We're going to survive less nights, which sounds like a good thing, but we will also be going to the harder nights faster, which is technically also a good thing, but the deer will be a lot more rampant. Now, I do want to get that poison spear, but we're probably fine with a katana. Now I just need to get fuel, because I do want to expand the base or the fire and finally get the second and third kids probably at the same time, which means I will need a rifle, or I can use my kunai. I'll probably just end up doing that. Dude. Nah, I don't even want to explain what I got stuck on a tree and a wolf jumped on my head. That was insane. I am wailing in disbelief. That is my body. I am bewailing my own death. But let me try again, and I'm gonna be a lot more careful. I can't have large groups of animals chasing me, because that's what led to that. There were a bunch of wolves chasing me, and I thought I could just run away from them, but yeah, it's not that easy. All right, we got fire level 3 and the map actually really fast. I'm gonna see if we can get the first kid before day 2, and then I guess just trying to get the old bed and the bunny foot. All right, got the key. We do need the wolf pelt too, because I'm not playing lumberjack, and we didn't get it from here, which is a little time consuming, because now we'll have to go get one on our own, or not on our own, but pretty much from another place where it's not so easy to get. And I'm 1 shot. I am 0 shot. I don't know how I'm alive. Okay, there we go. We got the pelt. Let me bring this back to, and some food. I'm not trying to die already. All right, but first kid's safe. We got the wolf pelt. Now we just need the bunny foot, and then I guess just getting wood for the old bed. And we already got bunny foot. Second try. This is going really good. Now let's get that wood. Night is approaching, so pretty much all night tonight just grabbing wood. All right, pelt traders here. Let me quickly get a good sack and axe, and with that we'll put all of our wood in the crafting bench, which will give us the old bed. We only need a little bit more wood and some scrap, and we can get the regular bed and the crafting table, which we'll need for the regular bed. So far everything is going really good, really smoothly, but then again, Deer Blocks is quite the house guest. He is not very friendly. Night's approaching. Gotta do this really fast. We have some fuel that'll get us to fire level 4. There we go. And now during the night we'll go get the second kid. I haven't placed my old bed down yet though, so let me do that. I don't want to place a regular bed. That might be cutting a little too close. So let's just, yeah, that would have been too close. So let's go get the second kid, and then we'll have the second kid and regular bed tomorrow. All right, deer did spawn on us pretty early. It is still only day 2, so he's gonna be a little slow, so I'm gonna try to use a flashlight here and then quickly pick up the steak. Now I do need to be careful. I don't have a single bandage on me, and there are 10,000 wolves. Dude, why are there so many wolves right here? We have a dog park. It's lit, dude. Okay, that is, why are there's actually an influx of wolf immigration in this country. I cannot believe it. Here's a stronghold. That's good to know. And my flashlight's about to die. Dude, if I survive this, I will be surprised. Okay, I used the stronghold as a barrier between the deer and I'm gonna start heading back to the base. He should despawn, and if I am closer to the base, I think he just respawned. He sounds a little close. Okay, there we go. We're all actually alive somehow. That was a little crazy, but we're good. Now let me get the stuff that I need. We have the second kid, and we have a lot of food. Get the regular bed. We can also get the next crafting bench, and I just need 6 more scrap, and we can get the good bed. So let me do that real quick. All right, I think we're at about where we were last time. Got the sundial, compass, and I need more scrap. I probably should have built a good bed first, but at least the sundial will let me know when I need to be back home. home, and then I'll get that scrap really fast. All right, we got a scrap. We also got 2 fuel canisters, 3 fuel canisters. That's good. Bandages, more fuel. That's good. Now, I actually don't have too much time to make it back to the base, but hopefully I'll be able to make it. Get that good bed, get that multiplier going faster. I don't know if we're gonna make it. It's, man, 13 seconds. I'm gonna have to do this ridiculously fast. I have my hand over the F key. Do this. Craft the good bed. Boom. Bam, place it there, run out of the base. And we did it just in time. Okay, so that gets us the multiplier. And now I'm gonna go loot a little bit more. Now, because we're not gonna have too many raids, at least not soon, I'm gonna head over to the stronghold to get the cultist gems, and hopefully that'll allow us to get the giant bed faster. And it'll actually give me something good to do during the night. Or actually, wait, I can't even get it yet. I forgot. You have to wait until the day after the first raid, like a minute into that day or something, and you'll have that unlocked. Got a strong flashlight and armor. That'll actually help quite a bit with this challenge, because wolves, and especially a lot of them, maybe even bears later on, that's probably the #1 thing I have to worry about. Like right now, 2 wolves chasing me does not make me feel safe, so I'm gonna try to lose them by getting them stuck and then going up here. And I do have to be careful. I don't want to die again. I died early last time. That's not that bad, but if I die on day 74, I will be clinically dead. I will be brain dead. I will be heart dead. The only organ that's still gonna work is my spleen, and I don't even know what that does. All right, I think we have enough fuel for fire level 5. Yeah, there we go. Eat some of this food here. Now I do need farm plot, so that's the next thing I'm gonna make. All right, get a farm plot, and then I need 2 more wood, and that'll get us a crock pot. So actually, with this is going good. We're gonna have food settled. We won't need anything more for food, at least when our farm plots start growing. And during tonight, I can just go get the 3rd kid since we just upgraded the fire. So seems like everything's going pretty good right now, but no matter how many beds or kids I get, I cannot use my base for protection, so it'll be hard all the way through. All right, we found the 3rd base, or the 3rd dungeon. We'll use our kunai. Gotta make sure I be extremely careful that I don't get stuck on anything while being chased by 3 animals, especially 2 bears. That will kill me pretty much instantly. All right, but we're good. Get the 3rd kid and a mythic chest, or ruby chest. I gotta stop calling it a mythic chest. With, that's weird, an empty chest. We got the gem of the forest fragment. That's fine, but I don't know. This must be some kind of glitch in the game. There's just nothing out of these chests anymore. Hey, there we go. Okay, we got a strong axe. That is statistically better than what we got out of that mythic chest, which will not be named. Got another church back here. Bunch of band. Oh, dude, what in the world? That is my worst nightmare. Dude, why? Wow, that, okay. I have to be careful out here. They can just come out of nowhere. Oil barrel, that's very nice. We will need that. And now I am out of here for one-way first class ticket. Spirit Airlines. I don't even think Spirit Airlines has a first class, and if it does, I have no idea why, and I'm gone. We do have quite a bit of stuff now, too, so we're gonna bring this back to the base and see what we can do. I also do need to take care of this raid. We're only on day 18 as well. Deer shouldn't be ridiculous difficult, but all right, our fire is close to level 6. Not there yet. Squid Kid is back at the base. Now we're just getting more fuel, and I need food. Okay, I don't think I have time, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have to eat raw food, or maybe a bunch of carrots and grapes. And the owl is here. Hey man, I missed you. You're my best friend, man. The owl might be a little bit easier, but then again, if I have a bunch of animals already chasing me, that is good game. Now I do need to be careful out here. We're pretty far out in the map. I do need the loot out here, but I also would prefer not to die out here. I want my funeral to be in a nice level 6 campfire and not out here. You know what? Maybe one day if I get married, I will have my wedding in 99 Nights in the Forest. I think that all girls dream of having that kind of wedding. I actually don't know a single girl who hasn't told me that she wants her wedding to be in 99 Nights in the Forest since 5 seconds ago, which statistically means that it's gonna happen. All right, we managed to survive that night. The owl might have been a little bit easier than the deer, but we'll have to see. And also, basketball court means we have to learn to be Stephen Curry. Bang a boom. All right, that went in. Also, quick tip, because I just did it. If you need to get out of the backside of a barn, don't worry about going out this door and then all the way around. If you just jump at the right time, you can squeeze through that window. And there's an oil barrel, coal as well. We should be good to get fire level 6 when we get back to the base. Now, it's probably insanely dangerous to go get the 4th kid at night, so we're not just gonna do what we did like we did with the 3rd kid. I'm actually gonna be careful. All right, here we go. This will give us the fire level 6. Or actually, it won't. Very close, though. Probably use this wood to do it. And there we go. Now, this is an issue. I was not paying attention to the info that you usually see at the top, and the deer is hungry tonight. So I think I have a genius idea, and I am not going to be taking the deer to a restaurant because I don't think he's that type of hungry. I hear him. I don't see him, though. I promise you, if he's on the roof, I'm going to lose it. You better not. If you're on the roof, I'm going to lose it. it, man. Oh, what in the world? He got stuck in between the trees. Okay, that's actually a good thing for me. We're gonna stay in this base and hopefully not die. That is actually preferable to death, if you didn't know that. Okay, tonight we got pretty lucky. Deer got stuck. There was a tower right here, so we're good. But that is the first sign that things are gonna get a little more difficult. Now, let me head back to the base and we'll try to go get the fourth kid. Let me also grab some food too. So that way we should be chilling. All right, let's get the fourth kid. And then after that, we'll go get the stronghold so that we can get the giant bed as fast as possible. And so far, everything's going pretty good. We're doing really good at getting these multipliers. But then again, the more multipliers we have, the faster we get to the harder days. I'm gonna use my kunai and then my rifle because I want to get this done fast. And there's always 6 bears here who like to stand on top of each other and make tower of bears. Nice. I'm always aiming for the headshot so we save as many as possible. All right, last one. There we go. No bear pelt, surprisingly, but we'll be fine. All right, we got Morningstar, leaving that behind. I do not want it. Oil barrel up there. Glad we can see that. Can I jump for it though? I can. Engine, fuel canister. Now let's head back. Okay, I don't know actually if I'm gonna make it. I have 14 seconds and I'm not that close. So actually, we're not gonna be getting the fourth kit tonight, but what we can do instead is go get a stronghold. All right, there we go. Now we're a little low on health, so I'm definitely gonna use a bandage. We do want to be very careful to not die. But now we got a mythic chest. We have enough cultist gems to get a giant bed, and we have the fourth kid too. And we finally got something out of a mythic chest or a ruby chest, which is very nice. All right, everything's looking good. We have so much scrap. Let me just grab this wood back here, and we should have enough or close to enough for the giant bed. And then that'll be our multipliers done. Now we have to think of plans for survival or just have fun with a deer. We'll see which one it is. All right, craft and bench 4, and we can get the giant bed. That is perfect. We have the max multiplier now. All 4 beds, all 4 kids, and let me get the giant tech too. Things are going very, very good, but they can always be worse. Never forget that. Be humble and try not to die to deers. That last option doesn't really apply in real life. Well, technically it does, but like if you're getting that close to a deer, I think you're just kind of wanting to die. All right, we have 4 seconds left. Put our food in there. Get me out of the base. All right, so we have food and we have the max multiplier. Now we got to figure out how we're going to survive this night. Deer already spawn pretty fast, but we have a tower right there, so we're good. Now I'm wondering, this is a very stupid idea, but I'm all about stupid ideas because I actually graduated from Barvard. Can you bring the deer up the stairs with you? Please tell me you can bring him up the stairs with you. Bro, if I could, hold on, maybe if I do something like this, get him to come sideways. Hold up, you can do it. You can actually bring the deer up. Let me use a bandage. All right, what in the, how'd that wolf get up here? Hold up, it's actually working. I'm not even kidding. Dude, I'm bringing the deer all the way up. That's a fat joke. Hold up. Okay, he fell down. I thought I was gonna be able to get him out up here, but that's insane. The deer can actually climb up with you. But for now, I think we're good. The wolf is chasing me, so another wolf shouldn't spawn. And the deer, if there's a second deer, I'm just quitting this game. All right, we managed to survive today. Now, let me head back to the base. We do need to make more food, but I also want to make an oil drill, so that way we don't run out of fuel, and then the deer will be hungry every single day. So let's see. We have enough scrap for the oil drill. We just need 25 wood. We can do that in 5 seconds. All right, with this, pretty much good. We have enough food. We have enough fuel. Now we just need to survive to the deer, which is not that easy. Now, what I could do actually, wait, hold up. This might be overpowered. If I get all 8 frog keys and I hide out at the frog, I don't know what to call it, Frog Central, Frogtopia. If I hide out down there, maybe the deer can't spawn down there. Maybe nothing can spawn down there and I'll be safe. So we'll see. And this guy manages to somehow jump all of my bullets. All right, there we go. Dropped a poison spear and a frog key. That's good. You know what? Actually, I think the blue ones do drop you a key. Okay, yeah. One of them dropped me a key. That's good. That'll be 2 keys so far. And then there should be a key in this lake right here. Now, I don't have a rod, so I'm gonna go get that first. But I'm gonna see. The frog base should be a good idea. If I really need to hide, just jump in the whirlpool and we're safe. What in the... Dude, nah, I thought he was about to go all the way down the whirlpool. That is weird how he made it all the way down. Okay, at least he didn't go in it. I thought he was actually gonna go in it, and that would have let me know how safe my plan was. All right, well, this is not good. The owl is chasing me, so we're just gonna head down here. These are also pretty safe spots, and also, if you get on top of the bookshelves, which I might be able to, just like that, wake up. There we go. All right, the wolves shouldn't spawn in here because I think this is a safe spot that doesn't detect you, or at least the wolves won't spawn down on you. All right, we also got 2 diamonds, and we're more than halfway there. Now it's just time to get a bunch of keys. So far, we have 4, and we need 8. Right now, I'm looking for the purple frogs, because usually they always give you a key. And out here, I think 2 of them spawn per lake. Can't find any lakes, though. They seem to be pretty rare when you get out this far, which kind of makes sense, but is a little hard because now it's about to turn nighttime, and I don't want to be caught out here at nighttime. Now, there are bandages in here. I do want these. I just don't want to die getting them, though. So let me actually head to the inside. The inside might be safer because everyone's on the outside. And we're good. There we go. Okay, we found the frogs. I am out of rifle ammo, though. That is not very good. And the deer's hungry tonight. Good thing I have cat-like reflexes. Okay, we're good for now, but he's probably gonna respawn in just 2 seconds. So let me take out this frog right here. Okay, that's 2 keys right there. I'm gonna try to take out the blue ones for a key as well. And I'm about to die. Okay, I have to be really careful. All right, got another key right here. Dude, I'm about to die. Dude, medkit right now. I need to be careful right here. Okay, so my next option of business task is to take out this bear before I die. If I do not take him out, he's gonna kill me some way. Okay, we're good. We even got the bear pelt, so that's good. And that's probably our last frog key. Let me grab the bear pelt. We're heading over to the whirlpool, taking a bandage as well. Not gonna risk it. This bear is a very aggressive salesman for Charmin Ultrasoft. Don't fall for his tricks. Always use a bidet. And I'm not even kidding. I wish I had a bidet right now. Those save so much time. Okay, let me actually not talk about the bathroom right now, but I genuinely, piece of advice, if you can afford it, get a bidet. Okay, so here I have to be careful. I don't want the coldest at my base, but then again, there's 17 of them, and they all have maces and crossbows, so I have to be very careful not to get swarmed, because I've had that happen to me before, and you just die very fast. All right, there we go. That is taken care of. Let me drop all my stuff right here. Let me grab my frog keys separately, and we do have 8 of them, so we're good to go, but let me clean up the base. We can also use our bear pelt. Now, there's nothing necessarily I need here. I think I have everything I need. The problem is I don't have any rifle ammo, so we're probably just gonna get an ammo crate, and then we should be good to go take out the frog hideout. So let's see, how much do we need? Okay, we have enough. Oh wait, I need the coldest gem. Okay, I think there's one over here. Yeah, there is. All right, we're good. I'm gonna try to use my spear for the earlier frogs. That way we don't run out of ammo, but then again, I also don't want to die, so we gotta be careful. All right, let's do this. We have about 72 bullets, all 8 keys, and now I'm just gonna try to open the chest while they're killing me, because they're only the little green ones. Oh wait, you actually have to defeat the cave, and it's called the frog cave before opening it. And why are you upside down? Only the wolves want belly rubs, man. A frog is a little weird. I'm probably gonna get some skin disease. All right, we got a blue one now. Why are they on their belly so much? I actually don't know what causes that. Got a purple one. I think next is 2 purple ones, and then the boss. All right, take a bandage. This should be okay. No, the boss is already out, and he is coming straight for me. Now I'm curious what kind of damage he does, but I'm not stupid enough to test that in a challenge like this. So we're just gonna use our rifle strategy, just running around. Take my stew real quick as well. We actually didn't need that many rifle bullets too. That was actually pretty easy, or at least this is about to be pretty easy. There we go. Now we gotta take out these 2 purple ones. One dropped a poison spear. Now I'm just gonna use my sword or my katana. Take a bandage, and then I think these green ones will be very easy to just deal with. And there we go. Okay, now I'm hoping for the frog boots. I've already played with the poison spear, armor, and blow dart, but not the frog boots. But if we don't get them, hey, I can fish for them. Okay, poison spear. That is probably the worst one that you can get because they're very easy to find. I'm pretty sure you're guaranteed one outside by the whirlpool, but we do have a rod. So let's see what we can do. I'm wondering, can you get fish and boots out of here? Wait, if it's a 1%, I'm gonna fish 100 fish out of this. Yo, I'm not doing this. I'm actually not fishing 100 times. I will fish 5 times, and if I get frog boots, I'll take that. Okay, that's the first time. All right, that's 2. All right, here's fish number 3. Got 3 mackerels. It'll be good for food, but I do not think we're gonna get frog boots out of this. 4 mackerels now. This is my last chance. And yeah, we got 5 mackerels, so nothing too great. Night is approaching, and I'm actually gonna test it out. I'm not gonna do this for the entire run, but I'm gonna test it out. Am I completely safe down here? Because I don't see why the deer would spawn down here, and I don't see why maybe wolves would spawn down. Hold up, I actually just heard the owl. I don't know where he's at. Okay. All right. I guess the deer can spawn in here because if the owl's spawning in here, I don't see why the deer wouldn't, which makes me very thankful. And wolves spawning. Okay, this is not a safe place, but I guess with this mushroom then, the wolf is stuck and can't jump up here. Now, the owl just landed again, but not inside. So I think there's a chance he'll land inside and there's a chance he won't. Yeah, now he's inside. All right. So I think we're safe for tonight. It actually isn't a safe space down here, but we only have 13 seconds left. And this wolf is currently licking the rock talk as if it is the last piece of food on earth. All right, there we go. Daytime. Please do not murder me. There we go. So that wasn't too good of a use of our time, but hey, at least I do know now. Now let me enjoy my mackerel. Brought me up to about full. So we're on day 84, which means we only have 2 days left. And of course, the deer is hungry tonight and we're being raided. Wait. What I need to do is I'm obviously going to be outside the base, but I need to not finish the raid, because if I don't finish the raid, then the deer, he's going to be stuck in that position where he just looks at your base during the raid. And I have no idea how this thing got over here. Okay, getting raided tonight. The deer can spawn in this little window, and he actually did. But as soon as the raid starts, he'll disappear. So we're just going to keep the light on him. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're good. So now all we're going to have are wolves on us, and this tree should protect me. If there's a wolf, I'll just move to the other side of the tree. All right, here's a dog or a wolf, and there we go. The best solutions are often the simplest ones. That is a quote that probably sounds like someone said it. All right, today is the last day. Very excited, and I'm glad that I didn't die any other time yet. The first time I died, a little frustrating, but if I die now, I don't know what I'm gonna do. That's why I have to be careful right now, because the maces with the cultists, they hit extremely hard. All right, last guy, and my bullet missed, but not the second time. So far, so good. We have to survive one last night. That is the most awkward position a man can die in. Your neck, I know you're dead, but your neck must hurt pretty bad. All right, turning nighttime. I'm hoping for the owl. The owl, and there. Whoa, that was 10 times scarier than anything I've ever seen before. He was in a T-pose for a second, so I gotta be careful. We do have the deer. Maybe I could try to get him stuck. There is a tower right there, but that's just too easy. Maybe I can get inside of this tower, and hopefully he won't murder me. Okay, I got the door open, but dude is running at Mach 12. Let me take a bandage. Get the flashlight out. There we go. Now let me get to the top of the anvil. All right, and I actually have a perfect idea. I've seen this in cartoons before. If you want to kill somebody, here's what you do. You see your target down there, you take an anvil and plop it on his head. I'm sure that worked. He seems dead. Now, there is actually... Okay, that could have been bad. The alpha wolf spawning right there could have pushed me off the edge. But there is actually one last thing I want to show you guys, and I don't think anybody's seen it before in 99 Nights in the Forest. The deer is actually a magician. I promise you this. He knows magic, and I'll prove it to you. See, what's gonna happen right now is he's down here, but in just 9 seconds, he will be all the way by my campfire. See? It's insane. I've watched the same trick multiple times, and everyone knows that you never show the same trick twice, so pretty weird. But with that, I survived 99 nights with no base. But click here for a video on my brand new channel where I'm gonna be uploading compilations of my videos. It would mean a ton to me, and it would help me out a lot if you could subscribe. But thanks for watching. Subscribe to the new channel and to this channel, and click on this video right here. Currently, my lumberjack is still level 1, and I need 91 more trees cut just to get to level 2, let alone level 3. So what better way to do that than to cut down the entire map? But not only am I going to cut down the entire map, I'm going to be building a wall of trees around my base to the point where no cultists are even going to try to get in. Well, actually, they will try. They're robots, so. All right, first level fire. Quick tip, by the way, always plant your saplings right next to each other, like that. So that way, when they grow, you literally just swing and you hit all 3 at the same time, or all however many you have. All right, fire level 3. So for right now, I think I'm going to try to loot up as much as possible because I want the strong axe, or if possible, the chainsaw. Now that I think about it, I should probably be looting the strongholds, because that might be the best place to find the chainsaw. There we go, fire level 4. Yeah, let's go. All right, fire level 5. We can go find the next 2 kids. There it is. The beautiful, shiny, luxurious, perfectly handcrafted from Switzerland and South Korea, the strong axe. That is what we'll need for right now until we get the chainsaw. This is about to be the most satisfying thing ever. Oh, dude, it's like peeling off that plastic wrap off a TV. Oh, so beautiful. Oh, that was perfect. And I call this my masterpiece. I do think that the stronghold is available now, so as soon as that hits daytime, we're going over there. You know what? I'm heading over there at nighttime. It's about to be day anyways. There we go. First floor cleared. Wait, what? Why is it... Dude, no, what? Huh? No, what? Okay, I'm lagging. We're out of here. What the? Yo, is this what you guys do when I'm not here? That is weird. Yo, dude is stuck. Oh, dude, why'd you knock over number 2? Okay, he's still alive at least. All right, now we're on level 3. Yeah, there we go. All right, let us hope for that chainsaw. Kunai. Oh, it's 120. Oh, wait, and I don't find those normal chests because I'm not the assassin class, which means we can actually help the kids pretty easily because now these things are super easy to deal with. It takes like 4 knives. Oh, dude, this is my second piece of artwork. It is so beautiful. It is so crisp. Just look at the fine details of this deliciously delectable oak log. It is so beautiful that it's almost a shame to do this. But it is kind of satisfying, not gonna lie. There we go. I do have the pelt though. What? I think I just fused the pelts. That looks weird. Yo, dude. No. Stay. No. Don't you fuse through me like that. All right, fire is fully upgraded. We can go get the final kid and then finally start on just mining every tree in sight. All right, we have all 4 kids. We have the strong axe. And I guess now all that's left is to start chopping and farming the strongholds till we get the chainsaw. Oh, let me hit 2 at the same time. Oh, that is satisfying. I'm also gonna start planting my sapling wall. So I'm gonna do it by dropping saplings kind of like this, and then I'm gonna plant them all at the same time. That way it could be the most satisfying thing in the world, like a domino chain falling over. All right, let's go loot the stronghold again. I think at this point though, we're gonna start a time lapse. I've done pretty much everything except for farming the stronghold and mining trees, which is gonna be an insanely long grind. No way. No way. The second try. We have it. This is about to be the best time lapse you've seen in your life. Alright, this should be the very last tree, and that is done. Now these trees over here, which have coal as a trap, you can't break those. So those stayed up, and oh, wait, there's one small tree I missed behind this barn. But I also can't break the trees that are holding tree houses. But other than that, I think that is every single tree in this stupid game. Now, if you wonder why I sound like this, it is 5:20 in the morning. I've been going for 9 hours, 48 minutes, and I regret all decisions that led to me making this video, but we are not done yet. We have to plant every single tree in this wall. It is about to be the most satisfying thing I'll have ever seen in my entire life. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I'm not gonna lie, I actually like the aesthetics of this. Just need these saplings to grow and it's over with. I can go to sleep. I'm speaking quietly because I have my parrot right next to me and he's probably so mad that he hasn't been able to sleep. Well, he's been taking naps, but he's so confused. Now, I can't confirm 100% that I got every single tree because I just want to go to bed. But I am 90% sure that I got every single tree on this map. I went through all of the different areas, all the way around a circle, getting to the very back, going through the middle, and I'm pretty sure I got every single tree. I would have noticed a tree if I hadn't gotten it. And there it is. The wall is complete. I am now one with the trees. I better be lumberjack level 6. All right, level 2 requirements, and I have to cut down 500 trees. I'm not doing this again. I don't think I ever want to see this dude's face again in my entire life. But thanks for watching, subscribe, and click on this video here. If you try to do this challenge, I'm legally obligated to tell you that you're crazy. And the reason for that is because this challenge involves me not using the sack. Now, if I do pick up something by accident, I'll obviously just put it back down. But not only that, because that is just too easy. When it hits day 50, or about halfway through this challenge, because we're gonna go full 99 nights, I can't even use my axe. So let's see if I can actually do this. I'm gonna make sure we have all of our saplings planted near the base. That way we can have a bunch of wood pretty quickly instead of having to bring it every single time by dragging it. And there's also another skill that I'm gonna try to get good at, which is throwing things. I'm pretty decent at throwing stuff now, but this challenge will help me a lot in doing that. So the goal is you gotta zoom out as far as possible and use the right aim and power. And there we go. Okay, I just hit the fire first try or second try. What? Did you see that? I hit the fire, but it didn't even count. Try this one. I went to the side. Last one. Way off. Okay. But this is going to be an insanely hard challenge. And the main thing is getting scrap, which is going to be ridiculously hard. Wood is pretty easy to get. It's all around your base and you can plant saplings near where you live. But getting scrap, especially the big scraps, which are usually at the edge of the map, that's going to take quite a while for us to reach, which is why it's a good thing that I'm playing the alien class right now. Because when your alien meter is at max, you actually run a bit faster. So we're going to be using that to our advantage and use it to loot. We can also get the map real quick. And then this last tree should be what brings us up to the level 3 fire. All right, there we go. We got fire level 3. Going to put everything else in the crafting bench. And now let's go get the first kid. But another thing that's going to be hard about this challenge is getting food. Because I might be able to get all the steak and meat from the wolves right here, which is usually what I do. Because I have no sack, or at least I can't use it, I'm kind of stuck with the food that's around my base until we can get some farm plots. All right, there we go. We got the first key. Probably won't be able to bring back the first kid until it turns daytime. But for this is the only exception where I have to use the sack, because when you click on him, he just goes in your sack anyway. Now we got the good sack, which, I mean, I'm going to take that. Why not? But can't use it. Now, because I have the kid in my sack, I'm going to act like I have something dragged with my mouse, so I'm not going to drag anything either. But with this, first kid is officially safe. So now I'm going to get the good axe pretty quick. Just got to get one bunny foot. There we go. And with this will allow us to get wood a lot faster. And because I don't want to run out of wood, I do need to get a lot of it before day 50. I'm also going to need to get a lot of saplings. That way we can get wood faster and faster. I'm also going to take this broken fan, but try to throw it back to our base, or at least near our base. Almost hit the map. But with this broken fan, we can get the level 2 crafting bench. And what I want to do with this is just get farm plots as fast as possible. We need a food source ASAP. And because I don't have a food source right now, I'm already running pretty low on food. And I'm trying not to die. So I can pick up all the carrots that we have around here. And there is a strategy that I learned. If you hit the bunny, it'll run the opposite way of wherever you hit him. And if you keep chasing him, he'll always adjust every few seconds or so and run the opposite direction from you. But now he's just stuck. So gonna get the meat right there, but you can use that to get the bunny towards your base. Let's say you're just starting out, all you have is an old axe. You can hit the bunny with the old axe towards your campfire and get some more meat, or at least to get more meat by getting meat faster. I also got a piece of coal right here. Gonna try to throw that in the campfire. Now what I want to do is I remember there was another broken fan back this way. All right, get the regular bed, put it right here. So now we're just gonna be growing our saplings, or at least our clump of trees right here, and then getting more wood, because right now we got to get everything situated with our farm plots, but also the old bed is 20 wood. That is not cheap at all. But then in terms of getting a lot of scrap for the next few beds, I do want to actually get them in the winter area, because although it may be a little bit harder to use earmuffs and go out in the cold, I do think it'll be worth it because there's a lot more scrap nearer to my base, or at least higher tier scrap. We can get our first farm plot, so let's do that. Now someone, or at least a few people, have been telling me in the comments that you can actually place 4 farm plots on top of each other, kind of like an asterisk, but I don't know if that's true. I guess we could figure that out in this video, and if that is true, hey, that'd be pretty useful. But what's also going to be hard is getting our fire up, because although you can normally loot and go get fuel canisters, oil barrels, and things like that, I'm not sure I want to do that with this run, so I'm just gonna have to use the biofuel processor and maybe just get a bunch of trees in order to level up our fire. All right, we do have 22 more wood, so now I'm gonna test this out. Can you actually place more than 2 on top of each other? I know you could place 2 like this in a plus sign, but even then that's a little bit hard to do. So can you place it like an asterisk? Hold up, I think I just saw it for a second. No way, no way. That, I don't believe that. That is actually pretty cool. Now I'm wondering, how in the world can I do the 4th one? All right, this should be enough to get our next farm plot. And so now I'm curious, is it actually gonna work? Because with that, you could save a ton of space with your farm plots, which I mean isn't too necessary, but does look very cool. So I think I placed it this way. So now I want to place it this way. If that is even oh, dude, it's possible. Dude, what is that amalgamation? I cannot wait to see that grow. Maybe you could place even more. I have no idea, but that would be really cool. But with that, we definitely have enough farm plots. Probably not enough wood yet though, so we're gonna go get some more saplings. We do have aliens coming in too. That might be pretty helpful because of the UFO scrap. Or actually, I'm not sure. I think it's a rocket. There is one of them that's worth 8 scrap, I believe, which would be pretty worth it to go get. All right, we got about 29 wood now. Because we definitely have enough for food, I'm gonna get the crafting bench 3. So now we're gonna have to go get scrap. But in order to do that, I do want to get earmuffs. So we're gonna have to get 2 bunny feet in order for us to go loot out in the cold. All right, there's one, but I don't just want to get the earmuffs. I also do want to get the fire level 4. That way we'll be able to actually get a decent amount of loot. So I might have to go around searching for coal, which usually isn't too far from the base because we already got one right here. And then I got to keep finding more, which are usually next to the gravestones. We also did find a microwave that is good for scrap. Gonna bring this back to the base. I'm definitely thinking though, we're just gonna have to get the biofuel processor, which I actually might do now because that might be faster than me just getting a bunch of coal, at least in the long run, because the sooner we have the biofuel processor, the better. Also got a fuel canister. I think I'm gonna bring this back to the base. All right, you know what? Maybe we don't have to get the biofuel processor just yet, because with the 2 cultists and that fuel canister, we're almost there. So let me just try to find maybe another fuel canister and we'll be good. Then I just need 1 more bunny foot, and I'm not thinking that the winter biome should be too hard. If I try to get a lot of stuff, I could see why it would be hard, but if I'm just getting 1 thing, I'm probably good. There we go. Just got 1. Haven't had the deer spawn on me yet, which is a little interesting. All right, our farms have grown in. Our fire is level 4, and this is just beautiful, man. So much food right here. I could just eat all of it, and then I could set the rest off to the side just in case, and it's all in one spot. So that's really nice. All right, got a decent pile of food. The food problem seems to be solved so far. Got a bunch of wood to chop down later, but I do want to get the last bunny foot first. And there we go, just as I said it. So this might be a little bit slow, but we're gonna have to drag both of them all the way over there. And with these 2, got the earmuffs. So now I'm gonna get my coal meter up first, but we can go get decent scrap. Should be microwaves, maybe even engines, but I'm not sure if we'll find that. Would be nice though. Got a broken radio and a broken fan. Fuel canister, that's nice. We can't go out too far yet. Nothing too crazy neither. Got another fuel canister, 2 fuel canisters, 3 fuel canisters. Man, okay, there's nothing too good here yet. So I'm just gonna loot the houses for now. Snowballs will be good. That helps slow down things. Another fuel canister. Okay, we have a ton of fuel out here, but I don't want to drag it all back to the base. That would take an insanely long amount of time. Got a bandage, that's always always good. Another fuel canister. Appreciate you. See what we get this chest. Open for a level 7 thorn armor, even though that doesn't exist. Ice axe, not bad. About the same as a good axe, but I can break ice faster. Did get a microwave though, so we're gonna bring this back to the base. I also did see another microwave, so I'm gonna do a trip there and back. Then we'll see what we can spend this on, because I don't know if I want to spend it on a crock pot, although that would help me a little bit. Because we have 4 farm plots, we're probably fine. But even then, I would just spend more wood to get more farm plots rather than getting the crock pot. Something like the boost pad would be really good. Or maybe the biofuel processor. That might be even more valuable. There we go. Deer finally spawned on me. I was waiting for you, man. Now, the good thing about the deer during the early days, he's not too fast off of the bat. As far as I've seen, he actually gets faster the later into the run you are, or at least he starts out faster. And then, of course, the longer he chases you, the faster he gets. So we have 15 scrap. We're gonna have to use that to get crafted mensch 3. We also did get a pumpkin. That's really good. Set these off to the side. And now I'm gonna get all this wood, replant the saplings. And then when we get our biofuel processor, we'll have quite a bit of biofuel. I'm also gonna get another farm plot just in case. So let's see. Can I place not a 6th one, but a 5th one? You can just place these things on top of each other as much as you want. That is amazing. So let's see. For biofuel processor, I need a little bit more wood, but we have that. And I need 7 more scrap. So that's a broken fan plus a tire or a microwave. Got a broken fan right there. So we'll bring this back. And then for the microwave, I don't know if I want to go out into the winter biome just yet. So I think we'll just go to the outskirts of what we already have on the regular biome. Also, I don't know if you guys could tell, probably can, but I am a little sick. I was terribly sick just yesterday. A lot of you have been commenting for me to get sleep. I did need sleep. And I think because I wasn't sleeping much and I overexerted myself in many ways, I got pretty sick pretty fast, but I've recovered. We're back to work and I'm gonna try to get more sleep and treat my body better because that is very important. There we go. We got some armor. It's always useful. Still looking for that microwave though. I think I see one and no, I think that's a sign. Got a piece of cake. Not bad. There we go. That is what I wanted. That UFO scrap. This should give me 8 scrap right here. Now I'm wondering if it's worth, I don't think it's worth it to go to the mothership. There we go. Now I got to put the wood in here. All right, we got enough. Biofuel processor. Put that right here. And now let's put all of our wood into it. I'm wondering, can I just chuck it? Okay, I can chuck it towards it. Don't know if it lands in there though. Can't chuck it too far. So I think I'm just going to chuck the wood near it just to make sure that we're not missing. All right, all the wood is there. Now let's plant these. I want to plant them as close as possible just so that's easier to get the wood later. All right, now we're up to 46%. Got a bunch of food right here as well. An insane amount of food. I'm seriously wondering how many of these you could place. But I did forget. Now that we have the level 4 fire, we can go get the second kid. So we're going to go do that immediately because we do want this day counter to go up. But I do have to be careful not to hit day 50 too fast, or at least to be prepared for it. Because when I have no more axe, or at least I can't use it, it's gonna be a lot harder to win this challenge. Because if I don't have any wood, I mean, I don't think it'll be too hard, but I do not want to find out. All right, got the second kid. Again, we got to put her in the sack. Now this is good. Usually seed boxes aren't that great, but with the chili seeds, what we can do with this is that if I'm carrying something back home, I can eat a chili seed and help us get back a lot faster. So I'm also gonna collect all these flowers. That way we might be able to buy more chili seeds from her, which we can. So I think I'm gonna go try to find as many flowers as possible, or at least just do it while we're looting. But now we have the second kid home safe. That'll raise our multiplier. And now I'm gonna go get some more wood. That way we can get our fire higher. All right, 2 good things happened this day. We got our trees grown in, but also the chili seeds have planted themselves. So we'll be able to use that for whenever we need to get home fast, which is pretty much every time. Has started to rain and thunder though, so I'm gonna have to watch out for the thunder clouds because right now I'm not trying to spend 8 scrap on a lightning rod. You know what? I have a genius strategy. I could use 1 log to scoop along the rest as like a forklift. I don't know what to call it. I'm just pushing them along, and that way it'll get it all there faster than throwing them one by one. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Got a genius strategy right here. All right, now let's put them in. This might be enough to get me to the next fire. All right, not there quite yet, but we are at 84%. We also got some food coming in. Throw the rest off to the side. But now let's go get more saplings. Okay, this is interesting. Now that we have a raid going, this will actually help me get up my fire faster. Maybe not faster, but it will be a good use of the raid. And with that, we're at 96%. All right, more wood is grown in. Let's get this real quick, and that will bring us to fire level 5. And with that, I do want to go get the third kid as fast as possible. There we go. That way we can get our multiplier up even faster. We're just now at day 25, halfway to running out of all axe usage, which is actually a little bit alarming because I don't think I have enough wood for everything that I need. Do have an oil barrel right here. That is very useful. So let's get the third kid. We'll bring back the third kid first, and then the oil barrel as well. But there might also be something in the chest where the kid is. I'm really hoping it's a strong axe. That's what I need right now, because that way we'll be able to get saplings a lot faster. Okay, defense blueprint's not bad. That'll help with raids. Let's get the third kid though. Okay, squid kid kit is safe. Now let's go get the oil barrel. Do have another chest back here though. Maybe the strong axe. That's what I really need right now. And not the deer. Deer, would you like some oil in trade for my life? I will give you this oil barrel, which is probably worth, I have no idea how much, $100 in exchange for my life. Sir, I would really appreciate my life. I value it quite dearly, probably the most dearly, to be honest. And I'd really appreciate if you stop Olympic sprinting towards me and getting faster and faster. That's not how speed works. You should be actually getting slower. What the what? No, where's my oil barrel? No, dude, that is a fat joke. That is an absolute fat joke. Okay, there it is. Dude, I was about to say, there is no way he took the oil barrel and didn't give me my life in return for it. That would be a complete scam. There we go, though. We're at 40%. Now, we do have a lot of food left over. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this food in the biofuel processor as well. I'm wondering if you use the pumpkin, if it'll do anything. Okay, I guess it does. And it actually gives you more as well, so we're gonna use those. Now, we are getting close to fire level 6. We're gonna be at just under 70%, but the thing is, we're also on day 30, which means we're close to not being able to use our axe anymore. So we do need to store up a lot of wood. I believe I could also get the good bed pretty soon, but I think we're gonna save that till after day 50. Not 100% sure though. We'll see how much wood we get. All right, this should be enough. Just need 1 or 2 more. Should be last one. There we go. Our fire is completed. We won't have to use wood on that anymore. And now we can use our wood on pretty much everything else. So now what I want to go do is go out into the winter biome where we could probably find some engines pretty quick. Probably washing machines as well, and we can also go get the 4th kit. Now that's going to be pretty hard because I only have a ray gun and a revolver, but because a ray gun's infinite ammo, shouldn't be too difficult. There we go. Already found an engine and where the 4th kit is, so now I just gotta wait for it to hit daytime and we can get the 4th kit. But then again, maybe I should leave the 4th kit somewhat outside of the base, that way our timer doesn't start going up immediately. Or not our timer, but our multiplier. I'm also about to die. This is not fun. What was that? All right, gotta be a little bit more careful. That is insane. We already got a mythic chest on day 3. Got thorn armor as well. We will take that. Just found out a genius strategy for getting food. Shoot a couple wolves and just lead them back to the base. That way they bring all the food right to you. And you also get a steak too. All right, my fire is at level 4, 70%. And I have a genius idea to get it up to 100. If I just go around aggravating every wolf in sight and have a whole 15 of them following me, then we will have a ton of meat back at the base, and that will allow us to get a bunch of biofuel. Except the deer following us might be in it. Oh wait, actually it's not, because today I'm having a raid. All right, we got 4 following me right now. I think I'm gonna head back to the base with these 4 though, just because I don't want to be too greedy. We also got an alpha wolf. We're almost back to the base too. It's working perfectly. So let me start making them pretty low. No, that's not good. My sprint ran out. To take a med kit right now. I'm not trying to die. Okay, we're safe. Use our revolver. Gotta be careful with that ray gun though. Where did all the wolves go? They all disappeared, I think. That is not very good. Maybe I have to be more careful next time. Not gonna do this during a raid again. All right, we have just gotten our fire to the max level, but if you look at the day counter, we have a problem as I'm about to run out of wood, or at least using my axe, and I only have 5 wood in our crafting bench. So I'm gonna try to farm these, then we're gonna replant them as soon as possible so that they grow tomorrow, because tomorrow will be the last day that I can use my axe. Plant the saplings as soon as possible, that way they're more likely to grow, because it takes a while for them to get to that last sapling stage, and then once they have that last sapling stage, they grow as soon as it hits morning. But now I just gotta save up as much wood as possible, and the thing is, all I really seriously need to get is the good bed, which is only 10 wood. All right, we got about 30 wood, so now I'm just gonna go try to get as much as possible. We got 3 right here. That's always good. Deer is also hungry. That is not good. It looks like we're gonna have to stay in for today, which is also not good, because I do have only 1 day left to get the good bed, and I don't even know if I can get the giant bed. I do have the gems for it, and in total I need 10 wood for the good bed, plus 30, which is 40, plus 20, which is 60 wood. So maybe I can get it. Don't know though. It's gonna be close. We're gonna just leave this here for now, and then we're gonna try to go get more wood, but all the trees are very far away. Day 49. Quite literally tomorrow will be the day I can't use the axe anymore. Maybe it might be worth it to chop down a bunch of trees, like right here. We even have a wood pile, and then we could pick them up tomorrow where I'm not using my axe, but we're just picking up the wood that I've already chopped down. Also, quick tip, always chop the tree the direction you want it to fall opposite you. So I'm facing this way and it falls this way, which is the opposite side of where I was standing. All right, you know what? This is enough wood. It is going to take me forever to get all this back, so I think we're just going to chop down this amount. This should be enough. We just got to get it all back to the base, which is going to take a long time, so I'm just going to start chucking them. No idea where they're going to land, but we'll figure that out. This is probably the fastest way to do it. All right, right, got a decent spread. Keep throwing them though. We got our 2 diamonds, which means it is now day 50. Won't be able to chop down any of these trees, so they're just gonna be in the way here. But I'm not sure how much wood we've actually gotten so far, because we do have a bit more over here. But so far we have 55, so we definitely got 60. We got just under 70, so we can get the good bed as soon as we have enough scrap, which I'm gonna go get. And because we have the entire map unlocked, we should be able to find an engine or a washing machine or something. You have a tire right here. Gonna throw that as far as I can back to the base. Wherever that lands, that lands. All right, this is good. Got a water tower right here just on the border of each zone. Maybe I'll be able to find a washing machine. Doesn't seem like it though. There's an engine up there. Okay, perfect. That's what we're gonna bring back to the base, and we might also bring back that tire if we can find it. Also got the giant sack. There we go. Most useless item to me right now. Also got another engine right here. I'm just gonna take this one. Let's see. Can I find our tire? Don't see it. Might have passed it. All right, we're on day 59. We're almost 2/3 of the way there, but now we're gonna get the good bed, the 3rd kid, and probably the 4th kid, which might be a little bit difficult. But I'm gonna take this broken microwave because that'll be enough for the good bed. And to be honest, I might try to get the giant bed, but that needs so much scrap. I don't know if it's worth it. For right now, we're just gonna focus on getting the kids because they don't necessarily take scrap, but ammo, and the ray gun does have infinite. All right, got the good bed. So now let's go see if we can get the 3rd kid before it turns day. I do want to be able to find the rifle before we go get the 4th kid, just because with the revolver and ray gun, it's pretty dangerous because I'm not doing too much damage to them, and it is 4 bears, which could mean that I'm gonna get destroyed pretty fast. Oh, there we go. Just found one in a closet. Actually, does that even count as a closet? Guess that's more of a wardrobe. It is turning nighttime as well. I do want to be careful that I don't die to the deer. And also 3 alpha wolves and 2 bears. I don't think this is necessarily the greatest combination of people to be fighting off right now. Oh, and I'm out of sprint. That is not good. That's really not good. I'm taking a bandage right now. Another bandage ready. Take that bandage immediately. There we go. Okay, we got our sprint back. Deer is also insanely fast today already. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk through this building, and he should get stuck on it. And I'll try to jump around these guys. How in the world did you fit through that window? All right, got a chili. Should be close to the base by now. Dude is running as fast as possible, but we are back to the base. Low close. Had to use a lot of bandages. I think it was only 2, but that still is a lot. All right, it's daytime. Now let's go over there. Okay. Wait, what? Thought we lost the bear, but I guess he just came back and left the key. Guess he didn't want to fight me. I mean, smart move, but that was weird. So we're gonna pick up the kid. Don't know what we can get out of this chest. Defensive blueprint, actually not bad. We also do have 43 rifle bullets, and there's 6 more on that rock, so we should be good to get the 4th kid. It just probably will take us a day or 2. All right, 3rd kid is safe. Now let's figure out where the 4th kid is. Seems like the same direction. All right, here's where the 4th kid is. Just right by the 3rd kid's location. So I'm gonna take them out one by one, try to be as safe as possible. Deer is hungry tonight, so we're just gonna take out this bear and then we're leaving. Gonna bring this microwave bag with me though. It's already turning. Okay, that's not good. Not having a sundial or even a compass makes the game a little bit harder. All right, back to base. We are safe. Deer was chasing me for a bit. We also have a ton of food now, so we probably won't have to worry about that for the rest of this run. I'm also gonna go get one more scrap. That way we can get the boost pad. Shouldn't be too hard to find a bowl around here. There we go. Don't think I'm gonna get the giant bed. That is just so much scrap. It'll be more worth it to go get the 4th kid for right now and use our scrap on the boost pad to save time. Wait, I found the tire from earlier. It made it all the way right here. Or at least I think this is the tire. That was a really good throw. Pretty close. Gotta use our boost pad again though. We only have 4 bears left, so we should be able to get the 4th kid today. There we go. Got the key, and no matter what, we should be good to take the kid all the way back to the base. All right. Wonder what we can get out of this chest. Probably a new update, the even gianter sack, because I'm doing this video. Okay, strong flashlight, actually not bad. That will be helpful. I haven't had a flashlight this entire run, but now with the 4th kid, we'll be getting a ×8 multiplier, which will mean we'll hit 80 days, 88, 96, and then 104. So we are almost done. But now that I think about it, we do have a decent amount of days, so we should at least try to get the giant bed, because other than that, not sure what else we could do. Seems to be the only goal we should try to achieve right now. But this video has made me so appreciative of the sack, so appreciative of my axe. So now I shouldn't be tired of getting wood as long as I could put it in the sack, because having to pick up everything by hand is really not fun. Got a washing machine. We'll just try to get as many of these as possible. Might be able to get the giant bed, but it is an insanely long walk back and forth. All right, we got another tire right here. Let's see what kind of throw we can do. No idea where that's gonna end up, but maybe we'll find it later. I think it might have hit the fairy's house though. We also got an engine right here in the window. Pretty nice. We'll bring that back and then we'll see where the tire landed. All right, yeah, I do see it probably hit the fairy's house. So now that we're closer to the base, let's give it one more throw. Not bad. Probably have to give another one. But with this will be 8 + 5, which is 13 and a half. Don't ask me where I got the half from. And there we go. Okay, that last throw actually made it in the crafting bench. So we now have 26 scrap, which will give us a crafting bench 4. And now we need 24 more scrap, which is exactly 3 engines or 3 washing machines or a mix of the 2. Got a microwave right here. Might hide in this house for a bit because I do not want to die right now. We also have an engine in here too, so that's perfect. Well, this is weird. The deer's got his head going through this window and the alpha wolf has got his head going through this window. That is really weird. All right, it's daytime, so let's bring this back to the base. Okay, I was stuck for a second. We should be good to get the giant bed before this ends though. It won't help us because we're gonna hit day 106 or 104. We're gonna hit day 99 without it at the same pace, but might as well get it. All right, it's daytime and we're also gonna be on day 96, making this our very last day. Well, this ain't good. Wait, hold on, I lifted it for a second. It's stuck in the dumpster though. Let's see, can we get this out of here anyway? I could slide it back and forth, but it's, oh wait, coming out. It's coming out. Just wiggle it out like a baby tooth. Come on, you're not that stubborn. Why is it still stuck? It's not even in there anymore. Hold on, what was I doing to get it out? Okay, that's not good. I have no idea how to get this out, so we're just gonna look for another one. There we go. Okay, we got one right here, and that'll be all we need. Wait, why do I have 14 wood? Did I spend something? I need 6 more wood. I don't have 6 more wood. We had about 70, and I bought the good bed, but then I bought the boost pad. Okay, that was where I went wrong. Or maybe I didn't go wrong. I think I actually did that on purpose, but not too bad. We're about at day 99 anyway. Just gotta take care of this raid and we're good. Raid is taken care of. Now we're just waiting on that cutscene. We're gonna eat all our carrots because we do not waste food around here. Actually, wait. I also don't want to be gluttonous. But there we go. 94 minutes. We got day 99 without using our sack and without using our axe after day 50. Pretty hard challenge. Pretty frustrating too, but we are finally done. But that's it from me. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and click on this video right here.